Hello learners, I am Parikshit and welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. In today's session, we are going to solve some very important questions on permutation and combination. Remember, when I solve questions, I never use any formula. So we are going to solve some very important questions using only logic and common sense. So let's get started right away into this very interesting session. Okay, so this is me, your educator on the platform with the highest live class ratings thanks to my learners. A lot of happenings on Unacademy in the next few days. The 22nd of May, the first batch for CAT 2022 started. Then on the 26th, we have a percentiler batch starting. And on the 29th, we have an ultimate weekend batch. Now, if you are interested to enroll for any of these batches, remember, you got to subscribe either to Iconic subscription or take a plus subscription on Unacademy. And remember, when doing so, if you want some discount, use the code which is there on your screen, Parikshit Live. You get a 10% off on your subscription fee. Also, let me remind you that this is the only and only code. Parikshit Live is the only code which will give you free mentorship from my side. Mentorship is all about going beyond the class hours to help you with any doubts, any clarifications that you seek, help you with mock questions, strategies, and a lot more in your preparation for the CAT. Let's get started with today's session. Okay, the first set of questions are on the screen. Let's try them together. Okay, the first one. Using the digits 0 to 5, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed using each digit exactly once? Okay, let's have a look. So which digits are you being given? You are being given the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. They are asking you need to form 4-digit numbers. 4-digit numbers, correct? And they also say that each digit got to be used only once. In other words, repetition of digits is not allowed. Okay, so let's start. I always give you one hint, okay, one golden rule to remember. Always start from the point, wherever there is a constraint, wherever there are some restrictions, you got to start from there. As an example, in this particular question, is there a restriction? Yes. Where? In the thousands place. Why in the thousands place? Remember, in the thousands place, you cannot select 0. Why? Because a 4-digit number cannot start with 0. So forget 0. If you forget 0, how many choices do you have? If you forget 0, okay, you cannot be selecting 0 in the thousands place. How many choices you have? You have got 5 options. You can select any digit from 1 to 5. Any digit from 1 to 5 can be selected. So I can say you have got 5 options. Correct? Now, which one should you fill up next? Remember, there are no more constraints anywhere. So you can choose any of the blanks now. Let's start from here. Let's choose this. Okay. Any constraint? No constraint as such. The only constraint is repetition of digits is not allowed. What does it mean? It means any digit that you have selected in the thousands place, the same digit cannot be selected here in the hundreds place. The same digit cannot be selected in the hundreds place. So as an example, let's say you selected 1 in the thousands place. So you cannot be selecting that 1 again. So how many options do you have? 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 more numbers to select from. So 5 options. Correct? Next, tens place. Remember, the only constraint is whatever digit you have selected, you cannot select the same digit. So out of the 6 digits, remember 2 digits have already been selected. So you cannot select the same 2 digits. So how many options now do you have? 4. Similarly, in the units place, the only constraint is same digit you cannot select. You've already selected 3 digits out of 6. So you're left with 3 digits. So what's your answer? 5 into 5 into 4 into 3, right? 5 into 5 is 25, 25 into 4 is 100, 100 into 3, 300. That's your answer for the first one. I think it's an easy one. Just make sure that you understand the logic. Never apply any formula to solve such questions. Okay? Use common sense only. Let's look at question number 2. Let's look at question number 2. Okay. Using digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed such that they are divisible by 3? Repetition of a digit is not allowed. Okay. This time you have the digits 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. And now they say you need to form 4-digit numbers. What do you need to form? You need to form 4-digit numbers. Okay. Now think about it. If you need to form 4-digit numbers, in other words, you need to exclude 1 digit. Correct? Now, first of all, let's look at it. What is the sum of all the 5 numbers? What is the sum of all the 5 numbers? Can you see the sum of all the 5 numbers? Can I say is 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 5, 14, 14 plus 6, 20. Sum of the 5 numbers is 20. Remember, what you are looking at is they should be divisible by 3. What is the divisibility rule for 3? Recall the divisibility rule for 3. The divisibility rule for 3 is sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. Sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. Correct? So remember, 20 is not divisible by 3. But what numbers are divisible by 3, can I say, will actually be 18 and 15. 18 and 15. Correct? 18 and 15 are divisible by 3. 18, 15, for that matter 12 also. For that matter 12 also, 9 also, and so on. 18, 15, 12 and so on. Correct? Now think about it logically. From 18, can you have a 15? Can you achieve the sum of this 15? Remember, you have got one extra digit. There are 5 digits. You only need to form 4-digit numbers. You only need to form 4-digit numbers, meaning you got to exclude 1 digit. Correct? So if you have to have the sum as 15, which digit will you exclude? If you have all the digits, the sum is 18. If you have all the 5 digits, the sum is 18. You need the sum to be 15. Can I say if you exclude 3 minus 3, if you do 18 minus 3, you will get 15. In other words, if you have the digits only 2, 4, 5 and 6, 2, 4, 5 and 6, you can get the sum as how much? 2, 4, 5 and 6, right? You can get the sum as 15. Do you agree on this? So 2 plus 3, 5, 9, 14, 20, right? 20, okay, 18. You can get the sum as 18. Okay, first let's look at it as 18, right? First, let's look at it as 18. How can you get the sum as 18? First, let's look at it as 18. Let's come one at a time. One at a time, okay? If you want the sum to be 18, probably you can do a minus 2. You can do a minus 2. Remember, if you have all the 5 digits, the sum is 20. If you have only 4 digits, remember you do a minus 2. 3, 4, 5 and 6, you will get the sum as 18. Are you getting it? 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 6, 18. So if you have the sum as 18, the number form will be divisible by 3, because the divisibility rule for 3 is sum should be divisible by 3. Correct? So when the sum is 18, the number will be divisible by 3. Again, can you have the sum as 15? Can you have the sum as 15? Absolutely. How? If you have all the 5 digits, the sum is 20. You need the sum to be 15. So exclude 5, exclude 5, exclude 5. If you exclude 5, what are the 4 numbers you will have? 2, 3, 4 and 6. 2, 3, 4 and 6. Perfect. Next, can you have the sum to be 12? Can you have the sum to be 12? Remember, if you have all the 5 digits, the sum is 20. If you have all the 5 digits, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, sum is 20. Can you make the sum 12? No. Why? Because if you have to make the sum 12 using 4 digits, you can exclude only 1. But if you have to exclude only 1, 20 minus 12, you have to exclude 8. But 8 is not even there. 8 is not even there. So 8 is not possible, right? So there are 2 cases. 18 and 15. 18 and 15, right? Let's take both the cases one at a time. Okay. Let's start. First case. How many ways can you fill up the thousands place? How many ways can you fill up the thousands place? Remember, the thousands place can be filled up with any of the 4 digits. You can select a 3, you can select a 4, or you can select a 5, or you can select a 6. So basically 3, 4, 5, 6. You can select any of the 4 digits. So you have got 4 options. Next place. Remember, the question clearly says repetition of digit is not allowed. So whatever digit you selected in the thousands place, you cannot be selecting the same digit again, right? So how many options you have? Out of the 4, 1 has already been selected. So you are left with 3 options. Similarly, in the tens place, remember you have already selected 2 digits. So obviously you cannot be repeating them. Out of 4, 2 has already been selected. So you are left with 2 options. Similarly, here you are left with 1 option. So how many such numbers exist? How many such numbers exist? 4 into 2, 3 into 2 into 1, 24 numbers. 24 numbers. Follow? Exactly the same way, scenario 2. How many options do you have? This time again you have got 4 options. 2, 3, 4 and 6. 4 options. Then 3 options. Then 2 options. Then 1 option. So 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. How much it is? 24. How much it is? 24. What's your answer? Answer is either scenario 1 or scenario 2. Or scenario 2, right? So how many such numbers exist? Either scenario 1 or scenario 2. Or scenario 2. So 24 plus 24, answer is 40. Answer is 40. I hope you follow this. A pretty simple one, provided your concepts are clear. Provided your concepts are clear. Let's look at number 3. Let's look at number 3. Okay, number 3. Question number 3. Okay. Using the digits 1 to 7 without repetition, find the number of distinct 4-digit even numbers greater than 3000 that can be formed. Okay. So you have been given the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 7, right? Question is saying find the number of distinct 4-digit even numbers. Okay. So you need to form 4-digit even numbers, right? 4-digit even numbers. Now think about it. There are two conditions. First is condition 1 is it should be greater than 3000, and condition 2 is it should be even. It should be even. Okay. Now think about it logically. If it has to be even, will you agree that the units digit either has to be 2, 4 or 6? 2, 4 or 6. Why not 8? Because remember 8 is not even there among the options given to you. You have only been given the digits 1 to 7. So if it has to be even, the unit digit has to be 2, 4 or 6. That's condition 1. Similarly, you know what? They are saying it should be greater than 3000. Greater than 3000. If it has to be greater than 3000, the only possible number that can come in the thousands place are 3, 4, 5 and 5, 6, 7. Will you agree? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will you agree? Someone might be thinking, why 3? Remember, greater than 3000. So even if it is 3, 1, 2, 3, it will be greater than 3000. Even if it is 3, 1, 4, 5, it will be greater than 3000. So the 10,000th digit can definitely be 3, right? So these are the options you have. I hope you understand the first part of the discussion. First part was even digit, even number. So unit digit should be even. It should be greater than 3000. So obviously the thousands digit should be 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now think about it. Someone might be making a mistake here. You know how they would make a mistake? They would say, you know what? I have got 5 options out here. I have got 5 options out here. 5 options to fill up the thousands place. You are absolutely correct. But the problem here would be, you know what? Let's say, I'm giving you an example. I'm telling you why you are going wrong. If you select a 3, in this place, okay? So you are saying 5 options. And let's say, as an example, you selected the 3 in the thousands place. You selected the 3 in the thousands place. Fine. Then in how many ways can you fill up the units place? Remember 3 ways. 3 ways. Correct? 2, 4 and 6. Absolutely no problem out here. But you know where the problem would come? The problem would be, let's repeat it again. In the thousands place, when you say 5, I have got 5 options. And in the thousands place, you select, let's say, 6. You select, let's say, a 6. You know what? You select a 6. If you were to select a 6 in the thousands place, remember, then in the units place, you cannot select the 6 again. Why? Repetition of digits is not allowed. Question clearly says without repetition. If 6 is not allowed, it means there are only 2 options. Do you get it? So depending on what you select in the thousands place, correct, your units place answer would vary. It can either be 3 or 2 depending on what number you are selecting in the thousands place. So this condition has to be taken care of, and hence I will do in 2 possible scenarios, 2 possible arrangements. Got it? Hence I will do in 2 possible arrangements. Okay. Let's consider arrangement 1. Let's consider arrangement 1. Let's say in arrangement 1, you know what? Let's start from here. I am selecting 2 in the units place. Now I'll tell you why 2. Only 2. I am selecting only 2 in the units place. Okay, only 2. If that's the case, you are selecting only 2, then you know what? You can select only one number out here. What's the number? 2. You are saying 2. You have selected 2. Now think about it. Now think about your thousands place. You know what? If you have selected 2 in the units place, remember 2 can never come in the thousands place. So thousands place still has got 5 options. Still has got 5 options. So this can be filled up in 5 ways. Next. Remember, repetition of digits is not allowed. There are a total of 7 digits. Repetition of digits is not allowed. There are a total of 7 digits. So 2 digits you have already selected. Out of the 7, 2 has already been selected. So 7 minus 2, you have got 5 options to fill up this place. Similarly, the tens place. Remember, repetition of digits is not allowed. Out of the 7 digits, you have already selected 3 digits. So 7 minus 3 gone, 4 are remaining. Any 4 you can select now. So how many such numbers are there? 5 into 5, 25, 25 into 4, 100, 100 into 1, 100 such numbers. 100 such numbers with the unit digit as 2. With the unit digit as 2. Let's look scenario 2. Let's look at scenario 2. Okay. Remember, in scenario 1, I selected 2 in the units place. I selected 2 in the units place. So what are the possibilities are there? You can select a 4 and a 6 in the units place. 4 and a 6. What about the thousands place? Remember, it got to be greater than 3000. So only numbers you can select in the thousands place are 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. You cannot be selecting a 1 and a 2 because in that case, the number form will not be greater than 3000. Let's start again. So you can select a 4 or a 6 in the units place. So how many ways can you fill up the units place? How many ways can you fill up the units place? 2 ways. Either 4 or 6. Next, thousands place. What about the thousands place? Remember, the thousands place, repetition of digits is not allowed. So think about it again. If you have selected a 4, in the units place, you cannot be selecting the 4 out here. You cannot be selecting a 4 in the thousands place. Similarly, if you had selected a 6 in the units place, you cannot be selecting a 6 again in the thousands place. So one option is gone. Whatever digit you selected in the units place, whatever that digit, 4 or 6, that same digit cannot be selected in the thousands place. Meaning, out of the 5 options in the thousands place, one option is gone. You cannot be selecting the same digit again. So you have got 4 options. You have got 4 options. Correct? Next, hundreds place. Again, repetition of digits is not allowed. Remember, there are 7 digits. Till now, you have already selected 2 digits. 1 in the thousands place, 1 in the units place. So out of 7, 2 digits are gone. You are left with 5 digits. So any 5 digits can come here. Next, tens place. Remember, repetition is not allowed. So out of the 7 digits, till now you have selected 3 digits. So 7 minus 3, how many are remaining? 4 digits. Any 4 digits can come here. So what's your answer for scenario 2? 4 into 5 into 4 into 2. So 4 into 5, 20, 20 into 4, 80, 80 into 2, 160. 80 into 2, 160. Correct? So what's your final answer? Final answer is either scenario 1 or scenario 2. Or scenario 2. So 100 plus 160. It will be either scenario 1 or scenario 2. So 100 plus 160. Answer is 260. Answer is 260. Beautiful question which will help you clarify your concepts. If you have not seen the entire video, if you have joined me at the last, please make sure that you view the recording from the start. Hardly it will take 15 minutes. View it from the start so that you understand the concepts in and out. Correct? Okay. A quick announcement now. Quick announcement. We in Unacademy are running a bumper offer at the moment. What is that bumper offer? The bumper offer is if you join us for 6 months, if you subscribe to Unacademy Plus for just 6 months, remember your entire course will get over in 6 months. If you subscribe for 6 months, we in Unacademy is going to extend your subscription till the CAT. But for that to happen, you need to join using the code Parikshit Live. So if you join using the code Parikshit Live, you get 3 benefits. Benefit number 1, you get a 10% discount on the subscription fee. Benefit number 2, you join us for 6 months using the code Parikshit Live and we are going to extend your subscription till the CAT. And benefit 3, this is the only code which will give you free mentorship. Remember, free mentorship is all about going beyond the class hours to help you with any doubts. Again, I repeat, beyond the class hours. So any doubts, any mock questions, any preparation strategies and much more. Basically, your mentor till the CAT. Right? A lot of new chapters are starting. A lot of new courses are starting on Unacademy. I'm starting a lot of new courses. A comprehensive course on LRDI is what I'm starting. And a complete course on algebra is what I'm starting. So best time to enroll on Unacademy Plus if you have not enrolled yet. And yes, also one more thing. Do keep testing yourself because it is not sufficient to just prepare, right? Prepare and test yourself. Give it a test. Find out where you stand in the competition today using the score, using Unacademy Combat. And anytime you have a doubt, you can also make use of a Ask Her feature. I think that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the session. Hope you got to learn something new. Until next time, goodbye and